rehab. And if you want to do it, I provide those resources or those tools to help you. Some other tools also in the link. Follow it. Let's go.
All right, I can't help myself. Let's try this one. Wait till you see this quality drywall work. Ooh. It's beautiful. And then take a look at this. Just keeps going. It's a lovely hole. It's like nothing but scraps. This is what tens of thousands of dollars will get you when you hire the wrong contractor.
Suck.
So recently somebody asked me, hey Nicole, you used to do rehabs all the time. You slowed down on doing rehabs. Well, I'm working on 2 rehabs at one time right now. And I needed a refrigerator for my other rehab. And my handyman called me and was like, hey Nicole, this refrigerator is too big. I'm like, well, I use the measurements that you gave me. And he's like, oh, okay, don't worry about it. I'm going to get it fixed. So I walked in and I noticed the refrigerator looked different, but it fit. I'm thinking he's going to, break the wall, fix it the way he's supposed to. He went in his house. He told me he went in his house, took his refrigerator out, and traded it with the brand new refrigerator that I purchased. Don't ask me what I'm going to do because I'm frustrated. But this is why I don't do rehabs as much, because it's always something that's trying to push me close to the edge.
Oh, man, sis ain't wrong. Sis is not wrong.
Job is a show, bro.
This is why I stopped doing rehabs, because the crazy, insane thing, even when you got a contractor you've used on a first, the second one, and you're like, man, this dude is doing real well. We need to use him on a lot of this. And he'll tell you, man, we got 10 crews and we can handle 5 jobs and we can do this and we do commercial this and all that. It sounds so good until they get done. And then you're like, bro, listen, I got to kick somebody. The truth is, you pay for what you get, honestly. You really do. And that's my bit of advice. You want a contractor that's going to be 10,000, 5,000 less. You're going to have a 10,000, 5,000 less issue, bro. Very rarely do you get one that really nails it, and they may come in lower, okay? But maybe it's because it's Atlanta. They all want the bag, and most of the time it's not even the bag that you told them they can get. They want the bag from you that you told them they can get, plus all your other bags for all the other stuff you need to do in the house. And that's when it becomes frustrating.
You got to fire everybody on this job, dude.
What else really needs to be done over there?
What else needs to be done? Everything. I fell through the freaking deck. The bathroom upstairs, the basement. Nothing's done in here, man. He don't give a crap. Fire his ass. We won't ever use him again. It's infuriating, dude. I haven't been here in like 3 months, and it looks the exact same it does 3 months, besides the floors looking marginally better.
So this is the first investment property I ever bought. And this is my biggest lesson.
Oof.
We paid $14,000 for it, and it was a tax deed. So pretty much we just bought it for the taxes that was owed on the house.
Tax deeds are great ways to get deals. I know people that build their portfolio just off of tax deeds. You just have to understand it.
Our plan was to buy it, rehab it, rent it out, refinance, and repeat. So mistake number 1, not truly understanding all the rules and laws and stuff that came with purchasing a tax deed house. That came out to bite us later, but I'll get to that. So this house is in Bumfuck, Florida. Madison, Florida, which is like an hour and 45 minutes away from Jacksonville and like right outside of Tallahassee. So the house needs a lot of work. It was sitting vacant for like 5 years. It was completely overgrown, as you can see in this picture.
I'm gonna stop you right now. If a house has been sitting for 5 years, you're going to have more problems than you can imagine, bro. Listen, that house the water hasn't been ran, the utilities haven't been used, it hasn't been winterized more than likely. You're talking termites, you're talking mold, you're talking open doors. You don't know what it's been like. sometimes you just need to demo that shit. And that house, it really looked like it needed to be demoed, honestly.
And it was full of trash. I think crackheads was living in there or something. So the first thing we did was look for a general contractor. We used Facebook, like, hey, I'm such and such. I have this house in Madison. I'm looking for a general contractor.
Skate. You're better off going to your local RIA meetup and meeting a contractor there, getting probably some input from people that are at that local RIA meetup, and they can tell you, hey, he's a good contractor, or they normally highlight the good guys there. Stay the heck off of Facebook Marketplace. You ain't buying a washer and dryer, utilities, appliances. You're trying to find a contractor. That's the most duked out place you can find one, regardless of how many you find. Yeah, there's probably, if you take 10, there's probably a good 5, but your odds are 50-50. And bro, you don't want 50-50.
Oh no.
Hit us up. So we had like 3 interviews set up for them to come out, kind of on the same day in Madison to like walk us through everything, to like, get a gist of what it was and kind of fill them out as a general contractor.
Worse. Remember, general contractor Facebook, 50-50. 50% it'll nail it. 50% it won't nail it.
Man, I'm sprayed us. Yo, look at this. Look at that.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
Damn!
All right, guys, so look. I'm not even going to go in this house right now. I just went to go open up the door, and I lied to you not. I never seen this amount of roaches fall from a damn door. They came literally over 100 roaches fell from the damn door when I opened it up. There's no way I'm going into this house, man. They've literally trashed this house. And this is why, the traditional rental stuff, that's why I'm out the business, man. I don't even manage my own properties anymore, man. And this is why, because mind you, I took this property on with the tenant that was already here. And they destroyed it. Look at this.
Oh, shit.
You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up, man. Guys, this thing right here, man, is real estate business, not for the weak at heart, man. But guess what, though? Give me about 2-3 weeks. I'm not going to do a full reno, but I am going to get it cleaned up. But I'm not going in there right now. But this property is still going to net me about 70-80K once I get it all cleaned up and clean.
I don't know. That whole property right there, the way it looked, that shit need to be demoed, bro. It just needs to be demoed. What's gonna end up happening? They're gonna go down to the drywall. They're gonna take off the drywall, go down to the studs, and you're gonna find that it's been sitting for so long. You got to change out the studs. And when you start changing out the studs, you're changing the frame. And when you start changing the frame, you might as well remap the whole house. And if you're gonna remap the whole house, damn, you took the frame off, and all you got is the plaster now separating the wall, that little hardy board, and on the back of it, the frame, the freaking exterior frame. Bro, demo the house and rebuild something. It'll run typically 5, 10 to demo it, and you'll build it back and have a better floor plan with a better layout. And shoot, you won't have that mildew smell, bro. I hate that. Hate it.
I found a house near the hood I want to renovate. What is the best way to finance it?
How much is the property?
$90,000.
How much are the renovations?
$40,000.
So you're all in for $130,000. What's the property going to be worth when you get done?
$245,000.
We know that the bank will loan us 75% of the $245,000. What's 75% of $245,000?
$183,000.
The bank will loan you 80% of acquisition. How much is acquisition?
$90,000.
20.
So we got 100% loans through Legacy Peak Funding, one of my partners. Go check it out. Link is in the description. That way you're not dealing with the lender only loaning you 75% of the ARV of the house. In their case, they've got products where the lenders will loan you 100%. You're still bringing money to the table. You still got closing costs. You still got small fees, but you're not bringing 25% of the ARV. So you do the math. If it's $250,000, we do a ballpark figure. And then you're talking about you're going to do 25% of $250,000. That's $62,000 Then you talk about you got 5 points on top of that. If you don't know, a point is typically a percentage point on that. You may have 5 points. So you can easily be bringing 100,000 to the table to do to do a $245,000 deal. I can't do it. I can't do it. 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 I'm going to give you 100,000, potentially risk that to get 140. Bro, you got to know this math thing before you get into this. You got to. It's never been about these glamorous houses like they give you with HD fix and flip. It's always about the numbers. The numbers drive everything. It's not emotion. It's not emotion.
Percent of that is $18,000, plus you're gonna have another $6,000 in closing costs. So you're gonna need about $25,000. You can use my 0% credit cards to close on that property. Okay, you can liquidate that 25.
Don't use any 0% credit cards because it's 0% probably for your first couple of months. Then when that interest rate kicks in, your ass is gonna be grass. Honestly, we've done the funding loan program before, from private from unsecured loans going into your account to you getting. I had a client get the credit card thing, and he went and bought a bakery with it. Just weird, bro. Weird. I get you money to do a rehab, you buy a bakery, and the bakery really goes out of business after 6 months. Stay away from that stuff. If you ain't got the money to do it, don't be doing these extra loan programs to do it. Save up and stack your money. And I got so much I could say behind this, but I'm going to let this keep rolling.
Randolph, come up with the money for the down payment, and then the bank will give you 100% of the renovation cost. That is called a fix and flip loan. Very first loan you want to do is fix and flip loan. And then once you get it stabilized, rent it out, we're going to take you and do what's called a DSCR loan, debt service coverage rate.
DSCR loans are probably one of the best loans to actually get. You can actually build a portfolio with a DSCR loan.
They wanted us to redo the whole thing. So we ended up turning from a 2 to 3 month rehab to a 9-month rehab. And as you hear numbers from that much to this many months, what you're not understanding is that's minimally 6 more months of stress. Holy crap, is this going to work? Eating more money. Everything kept getting postponed, holidays, whatever. Contractors like, since we're waiting on the structural engineer to come approve us lifting the house, so you can redo the foundation and setting it back down, we can't do anything. So we took another job. And then you're just like, I'm so screwed, my whole house. And so I will tell you, in that moment, if somebody said, I will let you walk away with no additional cost to you, but you never can invest again, I would have took that deal.
Really?
I would have took that deal because I was so stressed.
How much were you down at that point?
I'm trying to recall. To me, it was a lot because it was one of my first big deals.
This is not for the faint of heart. So I'm giving you the clear picture before you jump into this rehab business and you're like, man, I want to start rehabbing homes. It is sexy, but it doesn't get sexy until you bumped your head and you learn some lessons. So how do I navigate this, Leon? Listen, the market is already fickle. We got people out here that do a lot of scammage stuff already, whether you're talking about Atlanta, whether you're talking about outside Atlanta, whether you're talking about, it don't matter. Anywhere you go in any major city is going to be a scam, something like that going on. But if you can be a part of a RIA, like a local real estate meetup, something that's more national, established, and get yourself with a good mentor that's done it, that has a good reputation for doing it, if they charge you $5 or $6 or whatever to mentor with them, be a part of that deal, it's worth it. It's worth it. I've seen people get the opportunity to work with a mentor to do a rehab, and they didn't want to pay the $2,500. They didn't want to pay the $5,000 to do it. They wanted to shortcut it. Guess what? Those properties stayed on the market a hell of a lot longer, and when they sold, they netted a hell of a lot less. It's just like apprenticeship. You can't learn this just by watching videos. You got to get out and physically do it, and it's easy as an apprenticeship to actually do it with somebody that does it consistently, knows what they're doing, and they're ethical in what they do.
New partnerships. I think it was the stress of letting my partner down and having my first loss was just eating at me. But I would say we would have been down 30 grand in cash, and that would have definitely hurt. But we ended up finally getting it we got past the winter season. Mm-hmm. We entered into the market at early summer, late spring, and we sold it for even higher than we initially anticipated.
There you go.
So the benefit we didn't see coming was because we had to skip it all the way past winter where traditionally sales take a little dip or the market slows down. We actually came back into one of the hottest markets that city has ever seen to this day.
They weren't supposed to touch my personal stuff, but apparently they did, because this is all of our belongings that they removed out of the rooms and upstairs, threw it in garbage bags and just threw it in here. They ruined my $80 comforter. They said they would replace my new basket. So
not the $80 comforter.
Candles, mirrors. They broke a glass table, and this is how they're working in the basement. Now you tell me, they didn't replace this. We paid for new tile, and look at the workmanship. Look at this. Who would do somebody like this? Look at this. Look at this. They say this is done. This is done. Look at this. Done. Didn't finish this. Didn't finish the electrical, because that's the little lie that he talked about. It was something wrong with my electricity. Jordan, was there anything wrong with the electricity before they came?
Not at all.
Not at all. But I do remember someone getting shocked in the kitchen. All of a sudden, the electricity went out in the kitchen. So they claimed they needed money to do that, but he said he was using some of that money to fix other things. So now the electricity isn't working because I had another electrician in here, and he said that some of that stuff doesn't work. So not only did you say you fixed it, it's not fixed. Look at the electrical outlets. There's still the outlets upstairs not working. Look at this. This is their work. This is actually what they did.
Hey, that's horrible. Completely horrible. Like, subscribe, follow for more content. I'm clipping it right here. I told you the link is in the main description if you need to get funding for your next real estate deal. We do it. We got 100% loan funding for rehab DSCR loans. This is or buy and hold ones. This is not for a traditional product. I had some of y'all reach out to me saying, hey, I'm trying to get a loan to buy a house. We got another thing for that, but still. Like, subscribe, follow. I will see you guys on the next video. Don't tell me that I did not tell you everything that you need to be successful. Don't tell me I didn't warn you when you go down this road to get yourself a mentor. I see you guys on the next video. Remember, Jesus loves you. Man, he loves you. Just the way that you are. You made in his image. So go win and stay safe out here.